गाइस, आज हमें एक भैया मिले यूसीएलए के राघव भैया। तो काफी सारे इंट्रो हुए, तो आप लोग चेक इट आउट जरूर करो वीडियो, और कैसी लगी मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में बताना। और जो ये स्वदेश लिंक है वो डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएंगे। सो वीडियो देखो, आप एंजॉय करो। एंड अगर मोर वीडियो ऐसे ही चाहिए तो आप हमें कमेंट करिए। और हाँ, किसी को अपना इंट्रोडक्शन देना तो वो भी आप हमें कमेंट कर सकते हैं। आई एम जम्बो सिंह फ्रॉम Manipal University, Jaipur, and I'm in India. And what about you? Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, nice meeting you, Jumbo. I am Raghav Singhvi. I am a senior at UCLA in Los Angeles, America, and I'm studying cognitive science with a specialization in computer science. And it's great to meet you. How are you doing?
I'm good. And can you elaborate your course, like what you exactly study?
Yeah, so I'm studying cognitive science. Cognitive science basically is this combination of psychology and computer science. So I'm doing classes on psychology as well as, uh, do you know AI and neural networks? So that kind of stuff, that's what I'm doing. So lots of coding and lots of reading about the human psychology. So I've always been interested in psychology, and I've also liked computer science. So it's a combination of both. And I'm also doing a minor in computer science, so which is extra computer science, more classes, coding, C++, Java, Python, all that stuff.
Okay. In my side, I am doing Btech. So in my course has also minor subject, and I'm gonna choose a cyber security because I want to do in future as a cyber security expert. Okay. So I have a few questions regarding your area and what about you. So first of all, introduce me a process, like what the process about application process, how you go on UCLA and why you choose UCLA.
Okay, so first of all, the application process is much different from Indian colleges. Indian colleges is also very hard, but Indian colleges में क्या होता है कि you have to give an exam, you have to give a couple of exams, and it's just based on the entrance exams you get it. However, application to American colleges is very different in the sense that you have to build a more holistic profile. मतलब थोड़ा और वो whole rounded करना पड़ता है. So you have to have extracurricular activities, the internships, and research, and NGO work. Then थोड़ा और पढ़ाई में वो पूरा देखते हैं, 9 से 12 तक देखते हैं. They don't just look at your 12th grade marks. Also हम लोग को ACT देना पड़ता है, which is an exam, which is a MCQ exam होता है. So that tells us aptitude test है वो. And वो सब देख के, and ऊपर से you have to write 4 essays per college. मतलब essays about who you are, what you do, why you want to go to that college. So ऐसे करके I applied to 12 universities. उसमें से I got into 5, and उसमें से the best for my major for what I want to do is UCLA. So I chose to come to UCLA, which is also based in Los Angeles. It's a very nice place. Lots very good weather. Yeah, that's why I chose UCLA.
And
nice weather, nice
about
people.
Your score. Have you write a GRE?
Okay, so I am an undergraduate. मैंने GRE नहीं लिखा. I wrote ACT. GRE वो masters में लिखते हैं. But I have cousins who wrote and friends who have written GRE and who have gone through the masters process too. So for masters, I can tell you what people do. For masters के लिए, obviously, you are a 24-year-old, 23-year-old applying for masters, so they want to see work experience on your resume. So basically, in that situation, internships and work is very important for colleges.
Okay. You are a core member of Swadesh Bank, and this bank are also like when we are in India and we can open a bank in US, in sitting in India for an international student, it is a great opportunity for there. Like मुझे बैंक अकाउंट खोलने हैं तो मैं काफ़ी ज़्यादा सर्च करता रहता हूँ भाई किस अकाउंट में खोलूँ, कहाँ खोलूँ. तो इसके बारे में आप थोड़ा एलोबरेट कर सकते हो, मतलब ये है क्या, क्योंकि अभी तक सबके लिए मिस्ट्री बनी हुई है. व्हाट इज दिस?
Of course, thank you so much. So basically, when I came to America, मुझे banking का कुछ पता नहीं था. And many people I know from India didn't know much about banking. And we came to America and we realized कितना tough है banking. क्योंकि हम लोग को क्या होता है, हम लोग को we have to give a visa, we have to give a passport, we have to give a SSN. ऊपर से approve करते हैं, कभी-कभी approve नहीं करते हैं. They're very suspicious of, like बहुत ही easy process नहीं है. It takes months and बहुत ही hidden fees होते हैं. पैसे लेते हैं, small fees के पैसे लेते हैं. अगर आपको मनी ट्रांसफर करना है अमेरिका से इंडिया को, इंडिया से अमेरिका को, तो आप टेक $150 ऑफ रेमिटेंस फी. तो फिर वो मतलब बहुत ऐसे से बहुत बढ़ जाता है प्राइस. सो हम लोग का आइडिया आया था कि हैव वन एफडीआई insured company called bank called Swadesh, which we can open a bank in India, and we can also and for USA. So इसमें क्या होता है, advantages क्या है कि you can obviously don't have to pay remittance fee, do have no hidden fees. You don't have to go through the hassle of America and approval, not approval of banking. You can get a credit card very easily. You can get a debit card very easily. And generally, it's a much easier process for you. ऊपर से Swadesh also offers this accelerator program, mentorship program है, by which we can connect you to people who are in America and living and working here, and they can help you get internships and jobs. So not only are we looking for the financial well-being of people, but we also want people to do well also. So I think it's a can't miss opportunity for Indian students coming to America, and yeah, so I think you should definitely try it out. Thank
ओके,
you.
थैंक्स फॉर दिस इन्फॉर्मेशन। सो लाइक आपने बोला हमने बैंक अकाउंट खोल लिया, सब कुछ बेटर है, बट मेरा एक छोटा सा डाउट है कि जैसे हमारे जो एटीएम कार्ड हैं वो इंडिया वापस इंडिया कैसे आएंगे, या हम जब यूएस जाएंगे तब मिलेंगे, या हम डायरेक्ट नेट बैंकिंग पे ही डिपेंड रहेंगे?
तो आपके पास एक ऑनलाइन कॉपी होगा, ऑनलाइन कार्ड होगा, मतलब फोन पे कार्ड रहेगा आपका. हाँ, so you can scan it everywhere you go, so that's perfect. And अमेरिका में जाके आपको कार्ड मिल जाएगा, and that card will work in America and in India.
Okay.
Obviously, you can get it delivered to you in India also, but if you're going to America, it's better to get it delivered there, so you can use it in America and India.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. And what about a convert rate? If like मैंने पार्ट टाइम जॉब से $10,000 कमाए और मैं सोचता हूँ कि कम से कम 1,000 घर पे भेज दूँ, तो जैसे उसमें भी कुछ जैसे कन्वर्जन रेट लगेगा, जैसे मेरा अगर 76 का रेट चल रहा है अभी, तो क्या उसमें जैसे कुछ बैंक्स में होते हैं कि उसमें एक्स्ट्रा चार्जेस लग जाते हैं कभी कभार, वो इम्पोर्ट ड्यूटी है ये सब करके, तो कुछ इसमें भी सीन है या नहीं?
So नहीं, हम लोग का लोएस्ट फीस रहेगा. बेसिकली हम जो वीजा रहता है ना, वीजा कंपनी है, वो जितना फीस लेता है उतना ही लेंगे, बहुत कम लेंगे. एक बैंक खुद एक्स्ट्रा फी नहीं लेगा कुछ भी. So मतलब मिनिमम फीस होता है ना, उतना लेंगे हम लोग, जितना लाइक मिनिमम, bare minimum.
Okay, thank you. So can you tell me about your English proficiency test score, or which course you do?
Yeah, so basically I took a TOEFL exam. So TOEFL exam is this English proficiency test exam. And उसमें क्या होता है, रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन देते हैं. They give you reading comprehension questions where they give you passages and you have to answer based on the passages, questions. Then they give you this voice thing. They tell you stories in English and you have to basically listen to it and answer questions. वो सब करते हैं, that kind of stuff. Then you have grammar questions. Basically they give you like a sentence and उसमें एक बीच में एक वो blank होएगा and you have to decide what word comes in that. So that's depending on your past tense, present tense, वो सब you have to manage according to that. So it's out of 120 marks. Anything above 100 I think is supposed to be acceptable and supposed to be good. I got 115, so I got pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's too good. In my case I didn't think about I will get a 115.
Okay. Did you take TOEFL too? I mean TOEFL, yeah.
No. I'm just preparing now, but I think
okay.
It is very hard for me, TOEFL and GRE.
No, so I can give you tips for that. There are very nice books होते हैं, not very expensive.
Yeah, I purchased
which you can
it.
Get on.
Already I purchased.
Oh, you purchased it. Great. So वो करो, just go through that, read all the tips they have, and I think you should be fine.
Okay, and please tell me about your area. Like, how was your area and how Americans treat you?
Okay, so I live in Los Angeles. बहुत ही liberal area है. मतलब people around us are very like बहुत एक तो in the place I am, university में तो बहुत international students, lots of Indians, lots of Asians, along with white people, and so basically it's full of very different cultures. Everyone's very accepting. Everyone treats you very well. I don't feel like I'm not a part of US over here. So, and that's a lot of my friends who've gone to colleges, they also experience similar things. So discrimination, if you go to colleges, discrimination is very less. Outside colleges, maybe in some rural areas, those places you might find little discrimination, but I've not experienced much at all, and I felt very comfortable over here. And I think anyone who comes here also should feel very comfortable.
Okay, and please tell me about like a part-time job. So did you find a part-time job and how tough it is?
Okay, sure. So finding part-time jobs is hard. It's harder than for an American citizen, because you have to get, when you're a student, you have to get permission from your college, and you can't work more than 20 hours a week while college is going on. So उसके लिए you have to basically get lots of permissions, and वो थोड़ा सा extra रहता है, time लगता है उसमें. But I had a job as a receptionist in a part-time job, which is basically not much work and easy money. So they pay you very well over here. In terms of like $15 per hour
Oh wow.
होता है minimum wage in California, which is approximately 1,000 rupees per hour. So मतलब for not much work I was earning quite a bit, and it was a good side hustle to have. Uh, so part-time jobs is not extremely hard, but it is harder for Indians or international students than for Americans. But you can get it. It's not unreachable नहीं है. मतलब you can easily do it.
And what about your accommodation and living cost?
Okay, so मैं LA में रहता हूँ. LA मतलब मुंबई की तरह है, तो मतलब it's very very expensive. And ऊपर से in college areas बहुत demand high रहता है, तो it's very 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 expensive. So मेरा accommodation cost होगा $900 per month for one bedroom, and which is 60,000 rupees a month. And so मतलब quite expensive है, but that's because LA है. अगर आप कहीं और जाओ मतलब एरिज़ोना में या टेक्सास में, तो बहुत चीप, मच चीप रहता है. $400 में मिल जाता है आपको.
बट लाइक अगर हम एरिजोना में जाएं या टेक्सास में जाएं तो वहाँ पे फिर आपका इनकम भी तो कम आएंगे पार्ट टाइम जॉब्स के, वो भी तो
नहीं नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. नहीं. सो बेसिकली कैलिफोर्नियाज मिनिमम वेज इज स्लाइटली हायर, $16 है. बट मोर और लेस एवरीवेयर अमेरिका में $13-14 का तो मिनिमम वेज रहता ही है. सो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. कैलिफोर्निया में वेजेस क्या बोलते हैं, डिमांड हाई है, इसके लिए थोड़ा एक्सपेंसिव है. बट अगर आप थोड़ा सा और कॉलेज में जाओ तो आपको अकोमोडेशन मिलेगा और जॉब्स भी सिमिलर पे के ही मिलते हैं.
ओके. एंड यू नो अबाउट अ बॉस्टन एरिया?
Yes, I know about Boston area.
Can you tell me about something like that, because it is my dream place.
In Boston? Okay, so Boston, a lot of my friends study in Boston. Boston University and Tufts University, and one of my friends is in Harvard University. So Boston में क्या बोलते हैं? Boston बोलते हैं मतलब very cold first of all. So I could not live there because मुझे थोड़ा गर्मी पसंद है. But people who live there are very very happy. बहुत ही अच्छा इकोसिस्टम है बॉस्टन में. बहुत सारे कॉलेजेस हैं अराउंड, लाइक 5-6 कॉलेजेस. सो मतलब बहुत स्टूडेंट्स रहते हैं वहाँ पे. सो इट्स अ वेरी वेरी स्टूडेंट बेस्ड टाउन, एंड वेरी नाइस रेस्टोरेंट्स, बहुत ही अच्छी जगह, मतलब नाइट लाइफ बहुत अच्छी है, एंड वेरी एकेडमिक एनवायरनमेंट. job market is very good because there's so many students. Naturally, job market obviously is good, and so Boston is basically a dream place for many students. And when I visited there once. I found it very cold, but the city is very beautiful. Nice people, very nice people, lots of Indians, lots of international students. So I think it's definitely should be a dream place to go to.
Okay, and which place do you prefer in US in terms of low accommodation and low food cost and better education for masters and like good weightage?
Okay, so masters मतलब basically many times you get
Masters in
scholarship offers. So
cybersecurity.
sorry.
Masters in cybersecurity or in masters in computer science.
Okay. In terms of accommodation and price, Texas is a very good place to go to. UT Austin is a very very good place for computer science and for cybersecurity. UT Austin करके है, University of Texas Austin, and University of Texas Dallas also is very very good. Very big Indian population also. Very good for people who want to do CS. Good jobs, and Texas is very cheap, so taxation भी कम होता है. So that is a great place to go to study. Apart from that, Arizona State University has very very good reviews from what I've heard. And if you want slightly cheap accommodation and living, then I would say avoid California. Go to Texas, go to Massachusetts, Boston and stuff, but avoid California.
Okay. And please tell me about your SIM card, like how you get and what's the document, and can we get a prepaid SIM card also or not? It is compulsory to take a postpaid.
So from what I've seen here, everyone takes postpaid. Or no, sorry, you can take prepaid or postpaid. Most people take postpaid. So there are a couple of tips I have for you if you want. Basically, बहुत expensive है. So if you want good 4G, it's $30 per month, which is 2,100 rupees. So that's, I think, unnecessarily expensive. What I did was, what you can do is, it's a small hack you can use. You can basically get friends or people you know and start a family account. So by starting a family account, the price divide हो जाता है. So you can get it at $20, suppose, for example. So aim to get family accounts and don't buy solo accounts is what I would say.
So जैसे तो मेरी तो कोई फैमिली है नहीं, तो फिर फैमिली अकाउंट कैसे?
family account मतलब क्या होता है कि doesn't have to be a family. It can be just 4 people, 4 Indians or 4 people you know getting together and getting account. It's just called family account because 4 people are coming together and getting it. So it doesn't
Okay.
have to be family.
So
Yes,
what's
yes.
document you use
No,
for that?
documentation, there's almost no documentation needed. They just want your ID card so to know you are who you're saying you are. So any ID card will work. Obviously, they prefer passport because uh, it's the most verifiable. But Indian travel license वो सब भी ठीक रहता है. That's not an issue. So they just need that, and obviously, मतलब there are some formalities to complete on in the store, but वो बहुत ही basic formalities हैं. SIM card में इतना issue नहीं है.
Okay, thank you. And what about your driving license experience?
Okay, so driving license experience थोड़ा सा shady है, थोड़ा सा shaky था मेरा. It's very hard to get a driver's license here. India में the test बहुत easy होता है. यहाँ पे test बहुत tough करते हैं. Very very strict about the test over here. So I gave a driving license test over here. First you have to get a learner's license for which you have to give a test. So उसमें वो जाके दे देते हैं, and then you come back, and then 2 months later they ask you to come and give the driver's license test, and it's hard, so you have to practice a little bit. So यहाँ पे when I've driven here, I've realized the rules are followed much more carefully than in India. Obviously right hand left hand है, so it's a different side you're driving, तो आपको थोड़ा practice करना पड़ता है to get used to it, to driving over here. And but once you get used to it, it's very easy to drive over here. So I would say if you are getting a driver's license, practice for 1 month before in rented cars, and make sure that all your rules and everything is very settled in your head, and then you can go ahead and try. And उसके बाद मिल जाता है. It's not an issue.
Okay, so what's fee? I mean, how much you get?
Fee is $300 होता है to get a driver's license test. So it's on the most expensive side. But अगर आपको बहुत travel करना है तो it's worth it. Otherwise, I would say just get a cycle, और walking बहुत ही easy होता है अमेरिका में. You just walk. Unless you have to work, if you're working and you have to go, I would say avoid getting a driver's license.
Okay, so जैसे इंडिया में मेरे पास है 22 years की वैलिडिटी मेरा ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस का, और मुझे जब रिन्यूअल कराना होगा तो मुझे 22 years आफ्टर मुझे रिन्यूअल कराना है, 22 years तक नो झंझट. तो यूएस में क्या सीन है इसका?
यूएस में सीन है कि 8 years होता है यूजुअली वैलिडिटी. 8 years के लिए होता है, so every 8 years you have to go. So मतलब थोड़ा सा झंझट एक्स्ट्रा है इंडिया से, but it's not that much more. 8 years is quite a long time actually. And if you're staying for 8 years in America, I'm pretty sure you're doing very well. So it shouldn't be a problem to get one more driver's license.
Okay. And like Indians, every Indians, I mean mostly Indians are bike rider. So
yes.
यूएस में जाके हम कार ले लेते हैं यूजुअली, बहुत से बच्चे मैंने देखा. तो क्या हम बाइक क्यों नहीं ले सकते, या फिर बाइक में क्या इशू है? जैसे कि वहाँ का इंश्योरेंस हाई होता है, तो सो उसमें मैंने ऐसा सुना है कि बाइक के इंश्योरेंस अप टू $1,000 पर मंथ तक चले जाते हैं फॉर अ सेफ्टी पर्पस.
आई वुड से यहाँ पे इंश्योरेंस एक्सपेंसिव तो है. मुझे बाइक इंश्योरेंस एग्जैक्टली पता नहीं है, बट आई नो अ रीजन व्हाई वहाँ पे बाइक्स यूज नहीं होते हैं, बिकॉज ऑल द बाइक्स यूज्ड ओवर हियर आर एक्सट्रीमली एक्सपेंसिव. सो यू डोंट सी द चीपर वर्जन होता है ना जो इंडिया में दिखते हैं थोड़े, जो इंडिया में सेल होते हैं, यहाँ पे दिखते नहीं. यहाँ पे सब वो बड़े बड़े बाइक्स होते हैं ना, बड़े बड़े हार्ली डेविडसन्स एंड वो दिखते हैं. सो इफ एनीवनस बाइकिंग, द बाइकिंग अ बिग बाइक. आई डोंट सी एनीवन यूजिंग अ स्मॉल बाइक. I think यहाँ पे अमेरिका में just it's a very very big market for automobiles. यहाँ पे बहुत cheap मिलती हैं. Automobiles are very very cheap. Cars मतलब second hand, fourth hand लेते हैं लोग, बहुत cheap मिलती है. And since insurance is similar, nobody sees the point of getting a bike. So लोग इससे अच्छा लोग गाड़ी ले लेते हैं. इसलिए थोड़ा सा बाइक कम रहता है यहाँ पे. और यहाँ पे roads भी थोड़े और cars के लिए suited हैं. Lots of expressways and highways. तो cars easier होता है उसके लिए.
Okay, so thank you and thanks for your time. Like आपने मुझे इतना टाइम दिया, इतने अच्छे से टाइम निकाल कर, क्योंकि यूएस में जनरली लोग 1 मिनट भी किसी को नहीं देते हैं. 1 मिनट अगर 1 घंटे भी किसी को दे रहे हैं तो वो सोचेंगे भाई मेरे $10 जा रहे हैं, और आपने मुझे इतने अच्छे टाइम दिए उसके लिए थैंक यू एंड थैंक्स फॉर माय फैमिली.
Not an issue.
Okay, and in future.
Thank you so much for giving your.
Yeah, in future अगर मुझे और भी क्वेश्चंस की जरूरत पड़े तो प्लीज आप हेल्प कर देना, क्योंकि मैं आपका अपकमिंग स्टूडेंट हूँ एंड आप हमारे सीनियर हुए.
No, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. आप you can just text me. You have my number. Just text me, and it was great talking to you. Thank you for taking time out of your day to talk to me, and putting this video up. And I'll keep in touch. And any questions you have, you can ask me. I'll be ready to help you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Jumbo.
you.
All right, bye.